We had some big games to finish out the regular season a week ago, but now it's time for playoffs.
Every game counts as teams play for a chance at a Valley title.
And we have 22 area teams making a run at a championship, and all get started tonight on Friday Night Live.
You're watching Friday Night Live, brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. Together, we have something special.
First round of playoffs, Brandon, just exciting, right?
It's hard to believe, but it is the best time of the year. It's so much fun. The weather's cool. We got playoffs going. It's a good time.
We love it, guys, and welcome into Friday Night Live. I'm Carrie Osep alongside Brandon Johansson. And as we said, we're excited to get these playoffs going.
Absolutely. Starting things off with a matchup of familiar foes, West and Independence.
Yeah, South Yosemite rivals meet up in the first round on playoffs for the second time in 4 seasons. Our game of the week goes to West at Independence. Independence without starters quarterback Sergio Borelli and running back Armani Denweed, while LJ, of course, on the sidelines for the rest of the year for West. But turnovers were king in this one, and we started off with a fumble recovery by Martin Rosales for the Vikings, and he's going to turn this into 6. West would go up 7-0 with this early score thanks to defense. Later, freshman quarterback making his varsity debut, Angel Garcia, he threw a pick 6 early, but followed up with this beauty, and Malik Duluth does the rest. A little juke here, a little juke there, all the way down for an Independence touchdown, their first score on the night. It's 14-7 Independence, but quarterback Ray Espinoza was sidelined for a few plays on a late hit out of bounds, but then he'd come back in with this keeper for a score, and West keeps on rolling to win this one 34-13. A good game there to start us off, but round 1 of the Division I playoffs featured 3 Kern County teams hosting their games and 1 team on the road.
That's right, Liberty Patriots, one of those teams at home. They earned a 3 seed with a 9-1 record during the regular season. They're looking to go deeper into playoffs this year after an early exit against BHS back in 2017. Number 3, Liberty hosting number 14, Clovis North. And Liberty's offense, they would kick it off early in this one. In the first, we've said his name all season, Sammy Stewart Jr. This is his first of 3 touchdowns on the night.
Can't tackle him.
You really can't. Trucks his way in, but then we're going to see some trickery from the Patriots tonight. Hector Gonzalez drops back, dumps it off to Hayden Mann, and Mann finds a wide open Ramon Henderson. Henderson has nothing but open space. That is one of his 3 touchdowns on the night. Liberty routs the Mustangs. They will host Clovis in next week's quarterfinals. After the game, head coach Brian Nixon talked about taking it all 1 week at a time.
Each week, is a blessing to be able to get the opportunity to play in the playoffs, and we got to continue to get better each week. So, moving forward, we got to get a lot better, and we'll see what happens.
And now we move on to the number 4 seeded Bakersfield. They fell in a defensive battle for the ages against Liberty last week, but they came out with energy against number 13 Clovis East. Clovis East quarterback Josh Sue there runs it in for a touchdown. Timberwolves take an early 14-0 lead, but the Drillers quarterback Cameron Williams pitches it out to Isaac Jernigan, who you saw a little bit earlier there, got the touchdown. Drillers on the board, but now here is another play in the second quarter. Williams throws to Carl Jones on that one. That's a touchdown. Drillers take the lead 20-17. Then in the fourth, East quarterback throws it, but it's picked off by the Drillers. Jacob Zima, he takes this one to the house. The Drillers would go on to win 55-31. They'll host 12th seeded Bullard next week. Let's hear from their coach.
I think the kids just kept believing, they kept fighting, and with that kind of physical team, it'd be easy for kids to say, hey, this is too hard, we're down, and they didn't. They never gave up. So I'm very proud of them for that.
We'll keep it in D1. The Wolfpack hosting Edison from Fresno tonight. Quarterback Justin Hinzo is going to get things going for the Wolfpack. He hands it off to Anthony Ramirez. Ramirez, we'll pick him up. There he is. He makes his way down to the 1-yard line, unable to break through, but Justin Hinzo, he's going to finish things off, punches it in for the first score. But Edison, they would strike back as quarterback Jameson Silva throws this 35-yard dart to Terrell Watt in the end zone. Ridgeview led this game for 3 quarters, but then Hinzo was hurt, and they end up falling in this one. Edison wins it 42-33.
The Centennial Golden Hawks are making their first playoff appearance since 2015 on the road at Clovis. Late in the second quarter, Clovis up 35-6, and Clovis's Isaiah Robles airs it out. This would be picked off by Centennial. Daniel Prince gets his hands on that one, but pass interference is called. Clovis led 35-6 at the break, but early in the third quarter, Clovis is putting it on. Jonathan Johnson here, he's going to score for the Cougars. They're up 42-6. Clovis beats Centennial 49-14.
Well, meanwhile, Fresno McLean taking on Kennedy, and in the first quarter, we'll see Kennedy's quarterback David Estrada going to hand things off to Gianconti Sandoval. Sandoval takes it into the outside and then leaps in for the touchdown. Nice move there. We'll head to the second quarter now. The band's still in it. Estrada again to Sandoval. But how about this time, let's go 70 yards. Yeah, let's speed it up because we got a lot of games to get to tonight. Goes all the way down for another Thunderbirds touchdown. McLean would get the ball back, and we'll have the snap here. Chris Gomez is going to lose the ball here for the fumble caused by Tito Enciso, recovered by Ricardo Aguirre just a few feet from the end zone. Strong defense pays off for Kennedy as they score on that, and they roll past McLean 57-15. They'll host Arvin next week.
A lot of our teams doing well out on the road and here in town.
We have a lot of games next week, too, it looks like. Everybody doing well.
Hey, way to go, team. We're excited, and we're getting excited for what's coming up. The East Blades were unable to end league play undefeated. Did that make them hungrier in playoffs? We'll find out. And the Garces Rams looking to defend home field with a big first-round win. The whole Drillers gang there, and welcome into the Live Center. We're first going to show you a good picture from the Highland football team. The Scots, they're going to be pretty excited tonight by what they were able to do in the first round. We're going to get to them in a little bit, but first we're going to be in Division 4 where we had a matchup between the East Blades and the Wasco Tigers. Let's get to that. Get to those highlights. In the first, Wasco has a 7-0 lead. Tigers Elias Salinas jukes around the Blades defense for the touchdown there. Nobody's touching him. The extra point is no good. It's 13-0 Wasco. Then in the second, East quarterback Richard Lara under pressure, but he finds Michael Rodriguez, who gets the catch here right in the touchdown. Perfect placement. The extra point is no good. Blades still trailing the Tigers 13-6. But then in the third, Wasco still in the lead. Now at 19-6, Tigers Christian Villarreal Alvarez makes it all the way for the touchdown. Wasco rolls past East High 33-13. The Tigers will play at Porterville next week.
Well, the 2018 campaign for Garces Memorial didn't start according to plan as the Rams lost their first 4 games straight. They also went only 2-3 in league play, but they did edge out by Celia Redwood for the 8th seed. So Garces still earned a home game to start playoffs. And you know what they say? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. They're taking on Redwood at Garces tonight, again, hosting that game. We get started with Joseph Campbell. He's going to hand it off to Jalen Smith. Smith take it right up the gut into the end zone. That is touchdown, good for Garces, 7-0. Then we'll head back to the goal line. In that red zone again, Campbell again, he's going to hand it off to Nick Tobias this time. Tobias takes it in for the touchdown to make it 14-0. Then late in the second quarter, Campbell for the deep pass to Isaiah Bell in the end zone. That would make it 28-0 in Garces with a statement win tonight. 45-0. They'll play at Tulare Union next week.
The Black Hole getting down and ready for the playoffs. We know the Black Hole's always having fun as Stockdale hosts Pioneer Valley. In the first quarter, quarterback Evan Burkhart runs it in for the short touchdown, getting on the board first here. Stockdale 7-0. Burkhart, though, he's going to keep it once again, but this time he's going to show he can make those longer runs too. He makes it all the way down the field after bumping away from all of the defense there. This is a 51-yard touchdown. It's 17-10 Stockdale. But then in the second quarter, Pioneer Valley quarterback Jason Garcia, he's going to hand off to Michael Bourbon, who has some room to run, and he takes it up the middle for the touchdown. However, the Mustangs stampede past Pioneer Valley 45-21. Stockdale will travel to Tulare Western next week.
Well, Frontier are traveling to Nepomuk, guys, for the Clash of the Titans. Frontier trailing by 7. Quarterback Israel Chavarria throws the ball to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith, does he play for that team? He gets the ball just shy of the 50-yard line. Still 7-0 Nepomuk, but in the second, this sets up this touchdown. Chavarria to Clayton Kyle. Kyle takes it down the field for a 40-yard touchdown. Point after attempt is no good to make it 7-6, but Frontier, they add on later in this one. They hold on to a win here. They beat Nepomuk 29-22. They'll take on Rigetti in Santa Maria next week.
Highland on the road taking on Chowchilla in Division 3. Scots trailing by a touchdown. They'd hand it to Zachary Green, who tied the game up at 7, but later, one of the biggest plays on the night, quarterback Nick Salas, he spins and breaks, I don't know, all the tackles there. And
every single one.
Able to find the end zone. The Tribe in front 15-13 at that point, but the 10th seeded Highland Scots, they take out number 7 seeded Chowchilla 39-28 to face Bakersfield Christian next week. And Bakersfield Christian along with Shafter both on byes this week. The only 2 teams we're not seeing tonight, but man, we're gonna have a lot coming up.
A lot to do, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, no doubt. And top 3 on 23 when we return. Stick around.
We're the Wasco Tigers, and welcome back to 23 Friday Night Lights.
Great energy from those Tiger cheerleaders. And back to some more scores that we're going to look at. The games we didn't get to. Kerman High beat Chavez 35-0. South Rebels fall to San Luis Obispo 24-16.
In Division 4, the North Stars, they took care of business at home, beating Mission Oak 24-7. And in Division 5, Arvin beats Emmanuel 35-18.
And over in Division 6, Strathmore beats Boron 54-6. And then Cal City romps the McFarland Cougars by a score of 46-6. But now it's time for the top 3 on 23, which means, Brandon, the best plays.
Yeah, the only thing better than the best plays during the regular season is the best plays during playoffs.
Yeah, and this is going to be some good stuff. Let's take a look at those best plays tonight, starting off with number 3. You saw this earlier. Kennedy's David Estrada hands it off to Yonkani Sandoval, who goes for 70 yards, mind you, with all the defense just right there, but they just couldn't get him. He's going to score on that one. Good
yeah,
play.
he is. Good play on him. We'll head to number 2. This is Highland, the Scots. Nick Salas in at quarterback. He's going to spin break his way out of trouble here.
Incredible.
You can't take him down. He's just going to keep going. There he goes. He finds the end zone as Highland wins big in that game, too.
And the top play of the night, some trickery from the Patriots. And quarterback Hector Gonzalez to Hayden Mann to then a wide open Ramon Henderson, who also had 3 touchdowns on the night. Why not wait to save that trickery for the playoffs, right?
Well, I mean, you know, they can do it again.
I know.
That's
hey,
fine.
We'll be seeing Liberty around. I can imagine that.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that will do it for us on Friday Night Live. We will see you next week for the second round of playoffs. And Brandon, I haven't asked you in a while. You want to dance?
Absolutely not.
Come on, Brandon.
Never.
Playoffs. Everyone wants you. Come on.
Yep. That's all right.
Okay, guys. Next
Stay
week.
strong.